Hello and welcome back to another episode of Lobotomy Corporation. Now I've been trying to get this to run, but for some reason the game crashed a couple times. But it looks like it's running now, so assuming it doesn't crash on the loading again, I'll be fine. And I'm happy with the character. Here's the only thing I want to do is to upgrade this a couple of times. Then I'm happy with that, so let's get into it again. Wait, hold on again. He doesn't care as long as the character's bald. Probably want to upgrade, start working on his health. I guess I'll send her to that because it's got no one else. Everything going good so far. Just getting him in there, so I can get. He's got the glasses from it. Let me see. Movement speed +2, attack speed +2. All right. Shouldn't be that hard. Just like the samurai armor, I think I'm going to just have one character dedicated to this guy, because he's gonna, every character that I said to him is gonna be made bald, and I don't want half the characters in my facility being made bald. Just, that's not an aesthetic I would want. It's not the aesthetic I wish to achieve in this facility. Okay, I'm actually surprised by that. I mean, it was probably a matter of time. It was probably inevitable, but... I'll do you. Jeez, and the granny stories are so cursed that not even the environment is able to withstand the curse. It hurts and damages even the environment around her. Dang. Okay, I'll be honest, this always kind of gets on my nerves because whenever a character finishes working on the vending machine, it has that little moment where the character walks over to grab and drink a soda, and during that moment, it always displays the character as uncontrollable, which is understandable because the character's doing his own little thing, and the game won't let you interrupt that, but every other time, the characters rendered uncontrollable has so far been a bad thing. So every time I'm like looking at an anomaly and I see the character like registered as uncontrollable, it always gives me that slight worry because it's like it's always bad. Like if someone comes and gets zapped by Granny's voodoo smoke here, or they're rendered uncontrollable, and in this case it's obviously a bad thing. So look, I can prove it right now. See? And I can tell you that her taking the mental damage here is not a good thing, so yeah, it's like, it always, whenever getting close to it. Whenever the abnormality he does that, it always just ends up bugging me. serious on them. The game's rendered way too easy because so far, where I've been lucky enough to have it so that none of the abnormalities are capable of reaching. None of my abnormalities here so far are even capable of reaching. So the game so far is just on this really a very easy mode. One thing I've noticed is that whenever you're like trying to level up their stats, like deliberately grind for it like I am, they don't actually change the stats. They don't actually change the stats until the end of the day. So you could spend like one thing I know when I was first initially grinding characters on this guy. The stats wouldn't change no matter how much I grinded trying to level up the stats, they wouldn't show it. But until I went into it the next day, at which point suddenly jumped up a lot. That's one thing is there a way to check the progress of a stat being leveled up in the middle of the day? Or is the only way you can actually check the progress is like going to the advancing forward? Because if you're unable to check the progress, if you're unable to check the progress until like in between levels on the next day, then that's something I think I criticize. Because you need the characters to be tough you need to level grind in order to make them strong enough to handle later situations, but they don't exactly make it easy to check that. Again, if there's a... Ew, what's that? What's he... No, did I choose incite by accident? My fault. See, you're doing practically like 15 minutes of grinding only to have to throw it away. Okay, because, oops, I made a mistake and got someone killed. I think I'm going to do it until I get this to like 5. Okay, I'm going to be more careful because this needs special attention. One strategy that I've kind of noticed is that you got to take into consideration is that when you're about to get ready for like a little event here, an ordeal, well, you have to strategize it because it'll only active like these vehicles up when you send people into the room, and so these don't activate until someone starts working, which means you always have even when you play your cards right and you're preparing for it like I am, you always have at least one person disabled because they're working on an abnormality. Because like here, like even if I have all, actually I think send them all to this room here, just to have them all together. Even when you prepare, like I have 10 guys here, so even in the best case scenario, one of them will be out of play, while the other not. While 9 of them are working on the abnormality. So. Here, for as long as he's working on this guy down here, I only have nine employees to work with. You know, the whole point is that I want to keep things together so that they don't split up like this. Call the employees back to their respective places, let's let them heal off a bit, and we're good to go. Send her to be bathed. Just so she can take a hit. Just so Granny can be freed, and so I can send you. my god, Granny's a piece of crap. Like, she gets pissed off a second time between the first character and the second? And so both characters are hit with her bad mood or whatever that is called. Like, Jesus Christ, Granny, just let me work on you. Stubborn old fool. For God's sake. I was just looking for characters so I guess don't take heart. The majority of the bar, like 11 out of 14, I would assume, or 11 out, it's 11 out of 14, and that's a medium? Oh. The best you can get is 14. Yeah, that's still normal. Well, that's enlightening. At least I was able to check that. If I'm able to check the character's stat progress in the middle of a day or so without having to advance to the next day, that would... I'll take back my criticism of disliking that, but until then it's kinda... We're gonna have to kinda hold on to that. You're seriously being annoying, Granny. She does that because she's being lonely and not being interactive enough. But when it keeps saying people to interact with her, she's like doing that. Kinda too frequently, if you ask me. Last round, I promise. I'll move on. Once everyone's done. This will be the last one. Hi, losers! Okay, I'm satisfied with that. I guess the two, quote-unquote, two promotions is their characters leveling up. But still, we're at that part of the game where we gotta choose our net. Okay, we could get the bloodbath, but there's two new ones, which are Rise and Surge, Rise and Surge. No, not you. Where does one go when they die? If you don't mind me, I'm only looking something up. I'm not looking up. I mean, I'm looking something up, but I'm just being real quick. I want to see exactly what level the bloodbath is like what hit. Okay, he's a Teth level, T-E-T-H. And I think I'll try it. No, I'll go. Like, I know someone recommended that it's a good idea to try to get it. Was it a punishing bird and apparently two? Apparently there's 4 different bird abnormalities. These 2 of which we've already seen: the punishing bird and the phoenix bird. Was it scorched bird? And then apparently, like 3 of them are like connected to each other. One of which includes punishing bird. Or then apparently, out of the 4, the scorched bird is the only one that's not directly and immediately connected to the others. So I think I'll try to do it. Right, I'm going to... Wait. Yeah, you're the one with the cannon. I'm going to put my 3 best employees over here with the new abnormality. I'm going to double check everything to make sure I'm popped off on everyone's respective equipment that they can give out. One strategy that I heard from a wonderful commenter that I think I'm going to try out now that I actually have the time to do it is instead of like quote unquote wasting points hiring staff to fill all 3 slots, the idea would be to only spend a point on hiring 1. And then spending the remaining points focus on leveling up characters. Before I move on, I want to see if I see, that's something I wonder, like, there's no progress bar to check to see how close you are to leveling that up, so is it, like, I'm so close to leveling that up, is it worth spending the 4 points just to get that right now? Or well, considering that's level 4 out of 5, the recommended idea would probably be to hold off and just grind that up to, hold off and grind that up to, that being this expensive is not cool. Okay, there's something I want here. No, go back. This is what I want to see. What is... Oh, that's what this does. Oh, I probably should have looked at HP. The red indicates HP. HP, health point, value. Agents. Here's the oh. Yeah, HP and sanity. Temperance is the work speed and success rate of HP, says their temperance is increased. So yeah, increasing these two is obviously to pay for the survival, because you know it keeps them alive with the obvious direct health loss. Well, this keeps them sane so they don't panic or go crazy. This is just working on them, makes it easier to succeed and work faster. And this is attack speed and movement speed. I was getting to wonder what the point of it was. So, okay. Well, I figured out my own question. I should probably check out the night. Yeah. Yeah, I think I just health damage, sanity damage, combination of red and white, and percentage damage, respectively. From my understanding of this. Okay, let's equip the new employee. Wait. Are you kidding me? I'm not actually reading that right, am I? The condition for using this gun is that the character has to be bald? Oh my Just for the sake of humoring this, I'm going to keep them equipped on this at least for a while. But if you don't mind, is this even worth keeping, or it's probably like Zaylan, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's not that strong. But is it worth this, or do you want, like, you okay with seeing this, or would it be better to just equip them with better stuff? Is this stuff not good enough? That's the question I'd be asking here. And with that, let's get into the day. All right, our new little friend is. What the? What is this guy? Some monochrome guy with a literal butterfly for a head? With a knife in his chest, carrying around a coffin? And does he have 4 arms? Some 4-armed butterfly head man is lugging around a coffin with a knife in his chest? Wait, hold on. My mistake, that's not a knife in his chest, that's a 5th arm sticking out. There's a 5th arm sticking out of his chest there. Say, like, when he loses his glasses, his sunglasses, but then he probably lost them. He probably lost them to like resetting the day. So I made the mistake of, like, thinking that was a knife in his chest. If there was another arm, I didn't see it because I thought it'd be like the arm is completely inverted, like a black sleeve with a white glove, a white sleeve, as opposed to like the other forearm, or it's having. Black sleeves. Okay, he does mental damage. Dude, he does not like that. Dang. For God's sake! This is why I know I keep saying this, but this is why. First trumpet. This is what I don't exactly like about this. You can't tell what an abnormality does or doesn't like. You can't predict that until you test it, but... Whoa, what the? You can't tell what an abnormality these preferences are until you test it, but when you're starting out, you have to completely randomly guess at it. And if you pick the wrong thing on your first try, it's going to get people killed. Well, like what happened here. Alright, I think I'm going to cut this episode short here. Thank you for watching. And as always, these comments down below will be appreciated. Comments down below will be appreciated. Thank you for watching. This has been Lobotomy Corporation, and until next time, I'll see you around.